All right, beautiful people. Here is your review of a film called Anchorman 2. Now, this film stars Will Ferrell, Steve Carell, Paul Rudd, Christina Applegate, Kristen Wiig, Sacha Baron Cohen, Kristen Dunst, Tina Fey, Harrison Ford, Greg Kinnear, Liam Neeson, Amy Poehler, Vince Vaughn, and Kanye West.
Honey.
Not really supposed to give away some of those people.
Sorry.
They're supposed to be surprises.
So after leaving San Diego, Ron ends up in the Big Apple where he launches the first 24-hour news station called GNN. Not CNN, but GNN. Will GNN be a success, or will it make Ron Burgundy the laughingstock of the news world in America? Marcus, first there was Caddyshack 1, which was great. Then Caddyshack 2 came along. And that sucked.
Knick-knack, paddywhack.
Beautifully put. Well done.
Then there was Airplane 1, which ruled. Then Airplane 2, which wasn't that great. And then there was Breakin' 1, and that was awesome. And then Breakin' 2. Does Anchorman 2 fall in the category of mediocre follow-ups? Yes or no,
No,
Marcus?
it does not. It's not. It's not mediocre. It's good. Not great. It's very difficult to follow up that original Anchorman. That is a classic cartoon, is what I call it. Because the movie is basically a cartoon. Like, some people didn't like it or hated it because it was so silly and stupid, but it's basically a live-action cartoon. And so Anchorman 2, if you look at it that way, you'll enjoy it. It's not as funny as the first one, but
There must be really funny moments in there.
it's Will Ferrell, and Will Ferrell is one of my favorite comedic actors, and pretty much every movie he's ever in, I've laughed at least 3 good times, out loud, heartily.
Spoiler alert. They do bring back. Thank you. They do bring back the network Team Rumble,
Oh, great, because that was, although recreating that.
Nah,
and it's good.
no, this
but-
is a classic one.
But outside of that moment, is there anything really memorable in Anchorman 2?
Oh, there are a few things. The shark.
The
the shark
is so dumb.
For real.
The shark is awesome.
He raises
the
a
shark is
shark,
awesome.
everyone. He raises a shark.
Don't give away all the good jokes.
So spoiler alert number 2, or number 3. It's hard to keep track. So Ron Burgundy at one point in the film has a black girlfriend.
Who hasn't had one?
And he has dinner at her house. Did you
I
find
haven't.
Vinny, you missed the boat, buddy.
Did you find this
So
scene
depressing.
in poor taste or offensive?
No, I mean, nah. Why would I?
I don't know, because it seemed like it was in poor taste and offensive. I mean,
Why? What was the poor taste or offensive
Isn't it
about
funny
it?
how white people are always like so offended for black people when certain things come up?
Listen, sometimes I am, but in this context, not at all. It's a Ron Burgundy movie. Come on.
so Steve Carell.
Way to have a grasp of the
Yeah,
situation.
I mean, they're not making some kind of deep political statement.
So Steve Carell and Kristen Wiig have a romance throughout the film. Did it work?
Yeah, that was probably. I'll tell you what the weak link was the Steve Carell stuff. Just not that funny, and it was like they just gave him, just threw him a bone. Said, "Here, Steve, go ahead. Since we're using you in this movie, and you're a much bigger star now than you were 10 years ago, go ahead and go crazy." So they would give him this like 2, 3, 4 minutes of just
Nothing.
insane silliness, just not even funny stuff.
Screaming.
Yeah,
Running around screaming.
yeah,
Stupid.
yeah. That was probably the weakest part of the film.
Will there be an Anchorman 3?
Oh, of course not.
I think there will be,
No, there
because the merchandising and Ron Burgundy's everywhere. He's in your
No.
Dodge Durango.
He
He's in
won't
your
do it.
McDonald's ads.
Nope, not at all.
He's got his own whiskey.
He's got his own whiskey.
No scotch.
A book.
Not
his
gonna
new
happen. Not
Brand
gonna
of Hanes underwear.
Listen, they didn't even want to do this one.
Sum it all up, let me just say this. Film is okay. Yes, you laugh, but you laugh more because you want to laugh, not because the movie is funny. You want the film to be funny, so you end up laughing at things that aren't really that funny because you want to laugh because it's Ron Burgundy. That being said, I'm going to Tupers.
I don't know what you just said. None of that made any sense to me. All I could say is that I thought it was funny. Wasn't like over the top hilarious, but you'll enjoy it. So I give it 3 Aussies. Good enough to see in the theater.